Premier League GW3 predictions, powered by GW1 and GW2 stats. Chelsea versus Fulham. Chelsea went from dull 0-0 versus Palace to dazzling 5-1 versus West Ham. With 5 goals in their last outing, they look like a side finally finding rhythm. Fulham, meanwhile, have drawn both games. Stubborn, yes, but hardly sharp. Stat check. Chelsea averaging 2.5 goals per game. Fulham just 1. Verdict. Stamford Bridge should roar again. Chelsea win 2-0 or 3-1. Manchester United versus Burnley. United's season hasn't clicked yet. 1 goal in 2 games and boos already circling Old Trafford. Burnley shook off their Spurs nightmare with a confident 2-0 win over Sunderland, showing grit and bite. Stat check. United scoring just 0.5 goals per game. Burnley rediscovering resilience. Verdict. Could be a cagey grind. 1-0 United if they squeeze it, but don't rule out a draw. Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Tottenham look like early title outsiders. 2 wins, 5 goals, 0 conceded, ruthless and disciplined. Bournemouth, on the other hand, leak goals, 4 shipped to Liverpool, and lack consistency. Stat check. Spurs equals best defense so far. Bournemouth equals conceding 2 per game. Verdict. Too much quality in white. Tottenham win 2-0 or 3-1. Wolves versus Everton. Wolves are in free fall. No goals, 5 conceded. Everton, by contrast, are buzzing after a clean 2-0 victory at their brand new stadium. They look compact, confident, and ready to build momentum. Stat check. Wolves, worst attack, 0 goals in 180 minutes. Everton, only 1 goal conceded in the last 2. Verdict, Wolves' misery continues. Everton win 0-1 or 0-2. Leeds versus Newcastle. Leeds rode the high of a 1-0 opener, only to be ruthlessly dismantled 5-0 by Arsenal. Newcastle, meanwhile, have shown promise, holding Villa and pushing Liverpool in a 3-2 thriller. Stat check. Leeds, conceding 2.5 goals per game. Newcastle attack alive with 2 goals last time. Verdict. Toon Army to dominate. Newcastle win 1-2 or 1-3. Brighton versus Manchester City. Brighton haven't got going yet, just 1 goal in 2 matches. Man City blew Wolves apart 4-0 before a shock 0-2 defeat to Spurs. Pep's side don't stumble twice in a row. Stat check. City equals 2 goals per game average, Brighton equals 0.5. Verdict. Expect a ruthless City reaction. Man City win 0-2 or 1-3. Nottingham Forest versus West Ham. Forest are quietly impressive. 3-1 over Brentford, 1-1 with Palace. West Ham, they've been shambolic. 8 goals conceded in 2 games, including a 5-1 demolition by Chelsea. Stat check. Forest equals 2 goals per game. West Ham equals worst defense in the league. Verdict. Fortress City ground. Forest win 2-0 or 3-1. Liverpool versus Arsenal, blockbuster match. This is the one. Liverpool's heavy metal football under Slot has been thrilling. 7 goals scored in 2 games, but also 4 conceded. Arsenal, meanwhile, have looked balanced. A solid 1-0 versus United, followed by a 5-0 hammering of Leeds. Stat check. Liverpool equals highest scorers 3.5 goals per game. Arsenal equals yet to concede. Verdict. Attack versus defense, chaos versus control. Expect fireworks. 2-2 thriller, maybe 3-3. Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa. Palace are stubborn, just 1 goal conceded in 2 games. Villa are toothless, 0 goals in 2. Something has to give. Stat check. Villa, Knoxer worst attack, yes, 0 goals. Palace, Knoxer resilient, 1 goal conceded. Verdict, Palace edge, a tight one. 1-0 Palace or another 0-0. Sunderland versus Brentford. Sunderland's fairy tale start, 3-0 West Ham, was followed by a wake-up call at Burnley. Brentford have steadied after an opening loss, grinding out a 1-0 win over Villa. Stat check. both teams averaging 1 goal per game, both conceding at similar rates. Verdict: too close to call, 1-1 draw,